So are you wondering what EPlus is from Interval International, how it works, what it's all about? Well, I'll give you the rundown right after this. Hello and welcome to Destination Timeshare. I'm Jeremy, and before we get started talking about Interval International's EPlus program or benefit, I just want to let you know on this channel I like to share my knowledge, tips, and advice. So if you want to get more out of your timeshare ownership, be sure to subscribe down below. Also, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on a single video. Okay, so let's jump into this. I'm going to talk about Interval International's EPlus program. I'm just a Marriott timeshare owner who happens to also be a Interval International member who's taken advantage of and done a lot of research on the EPlus program that they offer. So just to kind of give you a background of what EPlus is, it's essentially a program where when you make an exchange using a deposited week into another week with Interval International, you can add this option called EPlus. It costs $59. It's actually a pretty good price. And what it does is it allows you to retrade up to 3 times into another property for no additional cost. Now, there is some limits to this. You can only retrade up to a year past the original check-in date of your confirmed exchange. So maybe you deposited a week with a check-in of, say, October 1st, 2020, and you exchange into something with a check-in date of September 30th, 2021. So then you can ultimately retrade 3 times out through September 30th, 2022. So it is essentially, if you're not really sure of that trade you got, or you want a little bit of kind of insurance, it's not really technically insurance, but gives you some extra flexibility for that $59 fee, you can retrade up to 3 times into other resorts for no additional cost. So obviously some of the benefits of this are is if you're not 100% sure that where you traded into is where you really want to go, then it gives you the flexibility to try something else, trade into something else. If you see something else that you're interested in or for sure want to go to, gives you essentially 3 more tries to get what you really want. So as I mentioned, there are those 3 retrades that you can do, and essentially once you use those up, if you try and do another trade after that, you're going to have to pay the full exchange fee, whatever that might be at the time. I believe currently it's actually $209, so it's pretty steep. Previously, when they introduced this EPlus program, if you wanted to retrade, you essentially had to pay that retrade fee or that exchange fee every time you did a trade, but essentially you can get 3 of those for the very low price of $59 at the time of this recording. Now, there are definitely some things to be careful of when you have a trade and you've added EPlus. If you get into that time period of flex change, which is inside of a 60-day period or 59-day period before check-in of your confirmed exchange, you can then only do your retrades out 59 days beyond the check-in date of the confirmed exchange. So if you get in there and you have an exchange into a resort for October 30th, and it is now, say, September 30th, you can only retrade 30 days beyond October 30th. So that's just one of the drawbacks. If you've done a retrade from your October 30th check-in into something in December, you can then obviously retrade out from December another 59 days, and then from that 59 days you can retrade out another 59 days up to the number of retrades you have. So that's just one thing to watch out for. While your EPlus expiration is 1 year from the date or the check-in date of your initial confirmed trade, once you get inside that 60-day window of flex change, you kind of realistically only have a 6-month window then, because you can only trade out or retrade out 59 days at a time, essentially 3 times. So that's about 2 months. You can then effectively only trade out 6 months, and that initial 1-year expiration really no longer applies once you get stuck inside that 59-day flex change window. So that's the key. Never get to fewer than 60 days inside of the check-in date of that any exchange that you've made. Once you're there, you're stuck in that flex change exchange time limit of 59 days. It's just one of those unfortunate drawbacks of EPlus. Okay, so I hope I answered any questions that you may have had about Interval International's EPlus program. If I didn't, leave those in the comments below. And if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And to see more videos about timeshare, be sure to check out the What to Watch Next section in the description box below. And for another video, let's make it this time about Marriott's Grand Vista, check out this right up here, and YouTube. They think you'll like that one down there. Be sure to subscribe. You can do so by clicking on my picture right here. Hit that notification bell. And until next time, the best destination is always a timeshare.